Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Norah and thank you so much for watching. Before we jump into today's video, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow your girl on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter because you already know we're growing the family across all platforms. Today, y'all, we are back with another fashion-focused video. And we talking about that girl. We talking about Zara, okay? We are talking about new in pieces at Zara. New in pieces at Zara that I've been eyeing, you know, as I've been perusing the site. Things that I've been looking at that I'm thinking I might want to pick up, and I figured, you know what, let's put together a video, influence y'all even more, and tell you kind of what I would, you know, have my eye on, what items I would pick up from Zara, what I think is really giving right now with Zara's new in collection. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and let's jump right in. Now, if you have been following along on my channel for a little bit, you might have remembered last year, I did a video just kind of talking about Zara's revamp, if you will. Okay, I know they had, I believe, like a new creative director step in, and I feel like we all kind of noticed a change and a shift at Zara. The stores seem to have a lot better inventory. The websites had a lot better inventory. Even just the overall like user experience of the website seemed to be a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? It seemed to be a little bit better. Prices were still starting to, you know, climb, and we're still kind of moving up, but I felt like the quality, after some time of honestly some shitty pieces they were putting out, I feel like Zara's quality was slowly but surely starting to pick up. And honestly, on the highest of keys, but low key, but still on the highest of keys, I feel like Zara's still hitting, okay? I feel like Zara definitely still has some really, really good pieces. Now, Zara is a fast fashion brand. They are a high street brand. So of course, they are burning and churning new items and new pieces pretty quickly, hence fast fashion. But I do still feel like if you take your time to kind of browse the site or even in the store, you can find really, really good items. I feel like a lot of times too, like I'll pick up pieces and people are like, girl, where in Zara did you find that? Or like, how are you shopping on the website to even come across that? I'll say twofold. For one, the girlies on TikTok, okay? The girlies on TikTok also somehow find the most amazing pieces at Zara. So when I see something that I feel like is hitting, I'm in the comments, okay? I'm in the comments looking for the codes. I'm screenshotting it and putting it into Google to see if I can find it online. I'm doing the research as well. Secondly, I would say I spend a lot more time on Zara's site in their new in section. I feel like a lot of people rant and rave about Zara's sale, which yes, you can get some really, really good deals when Zara has their sale. But for me personally, both online and in store, it is just overwhelming, okay? It is overwhelming. The stores end up being completely chaotic, okay? People act like they ain't never shopped before. Things are everywhere. And honestly, the employees too look like they fed up, so they don't be putting things back. It is just a mess when you go into the stores. And then online too, I just feel like there are just so many items that they will throw on sale that I don't really enjoy that shopping experience. So for me personally, when I am shopping Zara, both in store and online, I really spend a lot more time looking at their new in pieces. So the first item that I wanted to mention is this red kind of like half zip knit sweater. Y'all already know red was trending last year and it is going to continue trending going into this year. So if you are someone who is still trying to find ways to incorporate that color into your wardrobe, I feel like this sweater is the perfect way to do it. The red itself is pretty bold, but I like that it's a bold color, but then a pretty casual sweater, if you will. I feel like the little like half zip closure again kind of dresses it down a little bit, but it also gives you some versatility. So you could definitely close it up all the way, kind of wearing it more of like a turtleneck type of feel, if you will, but then you could also zip it down, you know. And I really like kind of that look of having the kind of neck fold over on your shoulders, which I really enjoy. It kind of gives like a nautical sailor type of feel, which I think is really, really fun. Red is my favorite color, so I actually absolutely love styling and wearing red in my wardrobe. I don't wear it enough, but this is definitely a piece that I feel like I could incorporate a lot into my wardrobe. And even though we are approaching spring, I do still feel like this is an item that will transition really nicely into warmer months. If you are living somewhere where it does start to get a little bit warmer, I would pair this maybe with like some really nice linen pants. You could definitely do this with like some denim jeans, denim shorts, a denim skirt. I feel like there are a lot of different ways that you could style this, and then most certainly could dress it up as well. So really, really loved this piece. So as I continued scrolling in kind of like the knitwear area, I came across these two chunky knit sweaters that the moment I saw them, I said, Zara, y'all are a mess. Okay, you guys are so funny. And I think these two sweaters are a perfect look for less to the chunky knit sweater that Loewe did. The first time that I saw the sweater was actually on Tracee Ellis Ross. Y'all already know that is queen, okay? She be mothering when it comes to the fashions. And I loved it, okay? I have definitely started gravitating more into like chunky knit cardigans. I didn't always wear them, but I really, really love the way that they look, especially when they have kind of like larger button details on the front. Again, I think it's really fun, something you can dress up and dress down. But obviously that sweater baby was from Loewe, so you already know. The prices was given Loewe prices, which is out of my tax bracket. Okay, so Zara coming in the clutch gave you two different options. So they had more of like a chunky knit sweater vest option that I saw in red. There you go again, that color. But then they also had kind of like your traditional cardigan long sleeve chunky knit, and I believe it was like a navy blue color, which I have also really, really been loving navy blue a lot. It's kind of like, if I don't want to always gravitate to black, I feel like navy blue is like a really good close second. Again, you can see both of these sweaters have, again, kind of like those larger button details, really giving a good dupe or look for less to that Loewe sweater. So overall, I definitely think knits are going to be a good area to look at Zara. These chunky knits, cardigans, sweaters, I think are a perfect place to spend your money. I personally love a sheer mesh moment. I know for some people it does kind of seem not the most practical when you're kind of like, okay, I'm getting dressed and I'm gonna wear something that's completely transparent and see-through. And I think you can have a lot of fun with sheer mesh materials because it's a really cool layering piece. And when I saw this like sheer mesh long sleeve top on Zara, I immediately added it to my cart. I haven't purchased it quite yet, but I immediately added it to my cart. I loved, for one, that it was long sleeve because again, it'll be a really, really good layering piece. For me living somewhere that it's gonna be cold a little bit longer, I can wear it in colder months, but even when it starts to get a little bit warmer out, it's not gonna be like too stuffy that I wouldn't be able to wear it as well. I also really, really liked the color. Like it kind of gave like a gray slate charcoal color, which I really love. Anything that I have in kind of like a sheer mesh type of like material, everything I think I own is in black, and I think I have like one top that's white. So I don't have anything in this color, so I really, really enjoy this piece and this color here. I feel like it's muted enough, but still giving a little bit of dimension to an outfit that, again, it's gonna elevate a look and make it super chic and sexy. Definitely could dress it up kind of the way they did. I believe in the picture they just did like some white denim, some like oversized white denim and then a bag. So you could obviously dress it down a little bit more since it is, you know, a sheer see-through top. I would definitely be someone that would probably wear it a little bit more elevated, a little bit more sexy, a little bit more chic. I could definitely see myself pairing this with leather items, so a leather mini skirt, trousers. I could definitely see myself doing like a printed mini skirt too, which I think would be really, really fun. I could even see pairing this. I feel like this has been super popular, like the mini skirts that have like the metallic and like shimmer details. I don't know, I just feel like this would be so cute together with like a strappy heel. Yes, I'm loving it. I really, really love the sheer pieces. And I have to say, I feel like as I was scrolling on their site, especially a new one, Zara had a lot of sheer and mesh pieces as well. So if this is, you know, a trend that you've been wanting to try out, maybe start out with this long sleeve top or not. Zara got a lot of options for you as well. All right, these next couple items I would say are probably categories, for me at least, that I feel like Zara does really, really, really well. Like I feel like no matter what year you kind of jump into and pull Zara pieces, I feel like these items in particular in these categories are areas that Zara always really, really shines. And the first item is this blazer, okay? I feel like Zara's blazers, not super, super expensive. Now, obviously you could get a super affordable blazer if you went more of some of your more affordable like fast fashion brands, if you wanted to go more of like the thrifted secondhand route. But there are some blazers and some companies out there that, baby, you spending $300, $400, $500 on a quality blazer. I feel like Zara is like a really nice in the middle where the prices are not too steep and you can usually get a blazer of really, really good quality. And I loved this piece. I really love, again, the navy blue, shocker. I don't know, navy blue, like I said, is kind of taking over my closet. But I also really love the button detail and like the double-breasted kind of design that they did on it. It really makes it look a lot more expensive than it is. It kind of gives me like a Schiaparelli meets like a Ralph Lauren kind of look. I don't know, I'm really loving this blazer and really enjoy the gold button details. You could obviously wear this closed, you could wear this open, you could wear it as a layering piece with like a super casual outfit. You can definitely dress it up. I love blazers as like a nice little accessory and outerwear piece, especially as we transition into spring months where I might not need a super heavy jacket. I really love a blazer. And then I really enjoy like the stronger shoulders with the shoulder pads. I love like an exaggerated shoulder. Y'all know we mentioned 80s kind of inspired fashion is gonna be huge, so can definitely see that here. And then I also love how the lapels on the jacket are a little bit bigger too. I would be someone that would like play around with this and like throw some pins on the blazer as well to like edge it up even a little bit more, throw a like fitted snapback on. I don't know. I have so many different ways that I could style this, and I think this would be a really, really good pickup. So the second kind of category that I feel like Zara does really well, and again, I feel like this item falls perfectly there, is there like just staple mini dress collections. Like when you're looking for your perfect LBD, a mini white dress, and just like something that's simple and chic, or it's that perfect dress that like when you're traveling and you brought all these options with you and they're not working day of, and then you remember, oh, I brought that perfect little mini dress from Zara. Yeah, this definitely falls in that category. So I actually first saw this, not even when I was browsing on the website, but on TikTok, from a TikToker that I follow. I actually follow her on Instagram as well, Yasmin Davenport. I feel like she's like the Zara queen. If you ever are looking to like see what's new at Zara and what to buy, you need to be following her on TikTok or on Instagram. But I saw a video of her in the dress. Now, it's very similar to the black mini Zara dress that I have. I featured it here quite a bit on my channel, so maybe I'll put up a picture of both of them so you can see. But this is kind of a long sleeve version of it, and then the waist kind of has like a cinching detail on the side. I love it. Y'all already know, I always say, I have more of an athletic kind of shape and build, so anything that gives the illusion of like an hourglass, I am here for. I love the color. I love that they did kind of like a kind of standard crew neck collar, so it almost looks like if you only saw it from here up, that it looks like a crew neck like sweatshirt, but it's a dress. And then I believe it is, I don't know if it's like a real wool, but it's supposed to kind of look like a wool dress. And then it is a mini. I love this dress. I love this dress. And again, dresses like this, I am constantly gravitating to at Zara, just because I think they're so easy to just throw on and style. I feel like they look good on everyone. They're usually really, really comfortable. And again, they're kind of like that perfect safety net when you need to find something a little bit more elevated, a little bit more dressed up. You don't want to think too much. These dresses, I feel like, are always 10 out of 10. So this next item, I think, also highlights another category of items that I think Zara does really well, and it's like the button-down poplin shirt. If I showed y'all in my closet, okay, how many button-down shirts I have from Zara, it's actually obnoxious. Even more so because I work from home. Okay, back in the days when I was going into the office, it kind of made sense then, but I still find myself gravitating to their button-down poplin shirts, and I love them. I feel like the quality is always amazing. They're not super expensive either. Again, could you go to a thrift store and find some options there? Absolutely. But I know for some of us, you know, that's just not like something we're into, like digging and diving and having to like really look. So I feel like Zara does a really, really good job with their button-down poplin shirts. And they kind of give you a really wide range. You know, you can look for kind of like your staple whites, blues, black shirts, you know, your pinstripe. And then they also give you like a really good category of printed kind of button down poplin shirts. And when I saw this shirt, threw her in the cart as well, because it was giving me very much Casablanca, right? You know, it was giving me Casablanca, oversized button down shirt. I'm on vacation. I'm wearing it over my bathing suit, but it's perfect because if we're gonna run onto the boardwalk and like go grab a drink, I can just throw some linen pants, some sandals on real quick. You know what I mean? Like, I absolutely love this shirt. And this is something that I would say, granted it's not like capsule wardrobe-y, obviously it does have a print on it. I do think a shirt like this is something everyone should have in their wardrobe. And kind of like that scenario I just gave you, it is so functional and so easy to throw on in so many different situations that I feel like shirts like this really make sense to have. You don't need a bunch of them. You don't need to be like me. You don't need 10 to 12 of them. But I think 1 or 2 shirts like this are always great, especially especially going into spring and summer. If you're someone who doesn't always, you know, incorporate a lot of color or prints, I feel like these are still like a fun way to do it without feeling like it's overdone. And again, it doesn't have to be the focal point. You can throw it over a white tank top. You could throw it over your bathing suit. You could wear it kind of like how the model did, a little bit open and then tucked into some denim. Like there's so many ways you can style this. I really love the ones from Casablanca, but the thing for me is I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money on a shirt like this, right? Because again, I do feel like it's super functional, but if, you know, 4 or 5 years down the line, I'm kind of over it. I don't really know if I want to spend that kind of money. I feel like Zara is a really good second option. So definitely another item I think you should be picking up. So if you watched my most recent video talking about my luxury wish list, you will remember that I talked about really loving right now kind of like the clogs, mule kind of trend right now. I've just been really into it. And again, I think it's another trend that's really cool because it's super functional, right? As we're starting to get into warmer months, a lot of times you want something that's really quick and easy to throw on, but still elevated, still chic. And you don't always want to throw on like a Nike slide, Adidas slide, or some flip-flop sandals. So I really, really love the mule kind of clog look, especially, you know, for areas that transitioning, you know, some days it's like super, super warm and then it cools down quite a bit. So you're not quite ready for an open toe shoe. When I saw this kind of like python, faux python, I could imagine python or alligator, some type of exotic, you know, print mule, but it kind of gave like a cowboy feel as well, you know, with the chunkier heel and the pointed toe. I gagged, okay? I gagged. And this surprisingly would not be something normally that I would gravitate to, but I loved it because again, I am someone when I am browsing, especially like on Zara and looking at their new in pieces, because they have so many items that are being rotated in and out so often, before I pull the trigger, I'm like, okay, do I just like it because it's new and it's cute, or do I like it because I can actually think of multiple different ways that I can style this and wear this? And with these, I feel like there are a lot of different ways that you could style this for sure. Like I would definitely do this with like a denim skirt and then like a poplin shirt kind of like buttoned up and like tucked in a little bit. I would do it with regular, just like oversized wide leg denim jeans. I would do it with leather. I mean, I feel like there's so many different ways that you could style this that I am really, really loving this piece. I already know these shoes are not gonna be for everyone. I already know some of you are probably gonna be like, girl, you could leave her behind, but I am really, really, really loving these shoes. So this next item was still in their kind of like new in section, but I feel like I've actually seen it on social media quite a bit. But this kind of like wool peplum, kind of like cinched in waist cardigan, I really, really love. Again, I love the color. I love the wool texture that I just think makes it look very elevated and chic. I really like this kind of like asymmetrical detail as well. You've got one button that comes like in the front right across the waist, but then it's kind of got like this asymmetrical type of cut. Like it doesn't sit just perfectly on the body, which I really love. I know for some people it might look a little bit crazy at first glance, but I really, really like that detail. I feel like it adds something a little bit extra to the look. It's simple, it's chic, but it's timeless. And that's another thing I feel like people really need to pay attention to when you're shopping a lot of these like high street, fast fashion brands. Pick up pieces that are still gonna be somewhat timeless. I know even that last shirt that we were talking about and even those shoes that maybe looked a little bit crazy, they are still pretty good staples to have in your wardrobe because depending on how you style them, they can also be kind of like effortless, neutral items that you can throw into looks. And I feel like this little like peplum cardigan is exactly that as well. I just absolutely love it. I don't know, there's not like too much to say about it because when you look at it, it's like, it's okay. Like tan, peplum, wool material, one little button, but again, something about just like the cut overall, I think it's beautiful. So Zara denim, I feel like is definitely a touchy subject for a lot of people, right? I, for one, I will say again, not being the curviest person, I don't really have the most difficult time trying to buy denim at Zara, but I do know for a lot of people, Zara denim isn't the most forgiving. Sometimes they don't have the most like stretch. And then definitely depending on sizing, it kind of goes, you know, back and forth. But I had to mention this pair of jeans because when I saw them, I said, yeah, these are fire. And I feel like Zara released another version of these jeans maybe last year. I'm pretty sure they did. I think one of my cousins actually has a pair. But it's like these wide leg, oversized denim jeans that have this impression of this like double denim feel, which I think is really, really cool. And I feel like we saw that quite a bit last year. And I really, really like Zara's take on this as well. I know a lot of the higher end luxury brands have done this, but again, that also means a luxury price tag. So if you are someone who loves denim but still likes to express yourself and like something a little bit edgier with your denim, I feel like this could be a lot of fun. And again, if you are someone who doesn't want a super tight pair of jeans, You don't want like a skinny leg, you don't want like a boot cut jean. I feel like this is a really, really good option. I really love the double denim feel. You can kind of see the double pockets on it. I love the stitching that comes across the legs as well. And then again, I really, really enjoy the wide leg. This is definitely something I could do with like some sneakers, some Sambas. I would also do this with like a strappy sandal. I could also do this with like a pointed toe heel. I really like these. I really, really like these. And I know, again, Zara's denim aren't everyone's favorites, but I feel like these are a pair, like, just go in and try them on. I feel like you might be pleasantly surprised. So this next item, I ain't gonna hold you, did not last more than 5 minutes in my cart. And again, I blame TikTok. And it is this like cropped jacket, right? It's like a cropped jacket, but it kind of looks like a trench coat. And Zara did another version of this last year where it didn't have the hood, right? And I don't believe actually that it had a zip up. It literally looked like a trench coat that they cut like right under like the double-breasted area. So it was a cropped trench jacket. Now they've released this version. They released it in this like camel color and then also in black, but I fell in love with it the moment that I saw it on TikTok. I said, girl, send the details please, because I need it. For one, I love a cropped jacket. Again, maybe it's because of my size, but I love a cropped jacket. And I feel like this jacket is like a perfect blend between like a trench coat meets like an anorak jacket, right? And again, going into the spring season, I feel like those are two types of jackets a lot of us are reaching for more often, right? And I just saw the way that Zara did it with this piece. I absolutely loved. Love the hood detail. I love the drawstrings. I like the fact that they did kind of the contrast with the black zipper details and just like the black details all around going against the camel color. I loved it, okay? I absolutely loved it. So this piece I actually have already ordered. I got it in a size small, just because when I was asking the young lady who posted it on TikTok, just like what size, you know, she got a small. So I did pick it up in a size small. I feel like the pricing was pretty good on that. I think it was like 70, 80 bucks. Sorry, the lighting keeps going in and out, y'all. This is what happens when you are filming with natural light. So it's like a race against the clock, going in and out behind shadows and all that good stuff. But like I was saying, I really, really love this jacket. I think it was like 70 or 80 bucks. Really, really love the colors. Again, I like that camel color, which I think is really good for like springtime. I love the contrast. I love that it's cropped. It looks like it's probably giving a little bit of an oversized feel. Again, I will let y'all know once I get the jacket in. Maybe we'll do a try on, unboxing and all that good stuff together, but y'all know I love outerwear from Zara anyways, right? How many times am I picking up a jacket from Zara? So was it a surprise that we had one in this video? All right, y'all, well, that is it. That is all that I have for this video. So I think ultimately we talked about like 10, 11 different items. Again, I didn't want to overwhelm y'all because I do understand how easy it is to get on these websites and baby, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. It is very easy to do that, and especially with these fast fashion brands that feels like they're dropping new collections and items every week. I totally get it. So I didn't want to overwhelm y'all, and I wanted to just kind of share items, categories, pieces that I felt when you are shopping Zara are usually good items to pick up and invest in. Let me know what you've been picking up, what you've been shopping, and then if you really enjoyed kind of like this idea with this video, I feel like we've done something similar with Zara, but I didn't actually show like pieces or items specifically. Like I felt like we talked about it a little bit, but if this is something that you like, let me know if there is another like brand, online store, or just store in general that you'd love for me to kind of browse new in pieces and let you know what Norah would spend her money on. Even though it don't take much, right? Like I feel like I spent my coin on a lot of different things. So let me know what you think. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, y'all.